Hey everyone, to the Collect Jurassic here with another Mattel Jurassic World toy unboxing. Today we're looking at the Mega Roar Velociraptor Blue, an all-new Jurassic World Velociraptor Blue toy that just dropped from Amazon. I'll put the link in the caption if you're looking to get one for yourself, but before you do, stay tuned for this review. I'll be doing, of course, an unboxing of the figure. We'll be demoing all the action features, which are pretty funny, pretty different than what we've gotten before. And I'll also be doing some comparisons to other blue figures in this size and this sort of like play theme that we've gotten from Mattel throughout the years. Primal Pile Blue is one of them. If you remember that one, this is somewhat similar to that, but different in a lot of different ways. And of course, if you're looking at it, it looks a lot different too. So stay tuned for those comparisons, but let's go ahead and jump right in to this packaging so we can get it out of the box, right? So I already showed you this. This already says like Mega Roar Blue, Mega Roar Velociraptor Blue down here. We also have sort of some illustrations about how you can feed it this little piece of meat right here for sound and also roar, but it doesn't just, it's not just a simple roar, and you'll see why in a minute. It's sort of like dynamic and how much you open the mouth and how long you keep it open, so kind of cool. Also shows you how you kick the leg back to do that. Elsewhere, we have the big Jurassic Rex logo that I love. They're taking it out this year and kind of making it its own thing. We have Jurassic World printed on here. Here's the standard Jurassic World logo for you. Other than that, all we got really is the back of the box, which again shows you those different action features in terms of the roar that gets longer and louder, how you use the meat. Looks like there's even a burp feature. And other than that, that's basically it. There's no other figures in this assortment, so you're not going to see like a little picture of what else you can get, which is, you know, I'm a little bummed. I'd love to get something like this for something else besides Blue, and even something else besides Dilophosaur at this point. I'd love a regular Velociraptor. Just take this mold and, you know, paint it like a Jurassic Park raptor, or do the other raptor squads, or even do some all-new species like Parasaurolophus or a Triceratops or something fun like that. But getting ahead of myself here, let's take a look at the toy at hand. We'll go ahead and do a couple quick clips, and hopefully, I think that's all that's going to be needed to get Blue out here. We'll see. Yeah, this one clip is a thick one. So if we pop it out, nope, not going to be that easy. It never is. So we'll go ahead and open the bottom of this, I guess, is how he's, or how she's, how she's trapped in here. So get a little knife here and we'll just cut open the box. You know what? Looks like it's already perforated. We literally just have to press in here and pull it back. Easy. And then you'll see a little spot right here for some instructions out, which I guess I could take a look at just to make sure I'm doing all the action features as intended. But I think if we just twist this, the foot should come out. Yep, that's all it took. So, boom. Go ahead and get our dust off there. So, Mega Roar Blue. Here she is out of the box. Get a full 360 turnaround. You can see she has that classic blue stripe that makes her blue, right? It doesn't go past her eye on the left side of her body, but on the right side of the body, it goes past her eye. That's pretty much on brand for every blue figure. Looks like the nice big sickle claws that are painted with a nice big glossy gray paint too, which looks fun. Really makes those claws pop. It looks like one of them is posable. Other one's going to be tied to the action features, which I'll get to here in a second. But yeah, this one's on a ratchet, so you can do some basic poses with it. The arms also have a little bit of posing too. Softer plastic on these ones. They can go up and down, but they can't really do anything else. But yeah, really soft plastic, which is nice. It means you can kind of get banged around in the toy box without worrying about breaking, right? Tail's basically just molded. I mean, he's got really kind of cartoony proportions. He's got a really, really tiny leg, or tiny tail rather, really big feet on his legs. Huge head, so definitely stylized on purpose, but it works. It doesn't look so radical that you can't recognize it as a little baby dinosaur, right? Also have this little trapdoor thing, which I'll show how that works with the action feature too. So, I mean, detail-wise and paint-wise, this thing's got definitely all it needs to do to be blue. Has that light color through the bottom too that most blue toys have. I love the big, bright yellow eyes. Those look really nice. Really crisp irises too. Nice and glossy. Looks pseudo alive for what it is. You got the nostrils. Look at all that scale detail too. I think that's what jumped out to me when I first got this figure in my hand was the amount of crispy scale detail on this that we haven't gotten on the other figures. Look at the ridges back here. Other figures, meaning the other sort of like oversized blue toys that are sort of comparable to this, they don't have this amount of like crisp scale detail on them. So I think that's what makes this one kind of fun. But what also makes this one probably the most fun is this roar feature, which I'll show you here in a second. If I kick this leg back, he roars like you'd expect, right? But if you're noticing, it is dependent on how far you hold it back, how long you hold it back. So if I hold... Kind of cool, right? So it really is dependent on how far you open it and how long you open it. And here he's just screaming. It doesn't go forever. It does eventually stop, but it goes for a pretty long time. And we can get a nice look at here on the mouth here. We have the tongue here, which is activated. He'll actually eat stuff you put on his tongue, which is fun. Have those nice sculpted teeth in there, but also these cool rubber like gum things. I'm sure there's a medical term for them or anatomical term for them, but they stretch rubber as you open it, which I think is awesome. I love how you just... So, and it also has that little noise it does afterwards too. So a couple different roars. Little hisses and stuff. But of course we also have that piece of meat that has a little bit of interactivity with this toy too. So let me go ahead and pop this out best I can. It's kind of put in here on a little plastic blister, but it should pop right out. Nice little T-bone steak. Blue is a carnivore after all. So a little piece of red plastic with white paint on it. It's a, oh no, it's not. It's like, it's kind of stretchy and not like sticky stretchy. It's just a little bit softer plastic. That's fun. So it's almost like a piece of meat with a little bit of stretch to it. So let's go ahead and feed it to Blue here as intended. So we'll kick her leg back. So she chews on it. She's supposed to burp too. There we go. Nice little burps. I think the key is to kind of close it while she's chewing. And there's a little bit of chewing noise or burping noise. Wow, that was a long burp. So... I love it. I love the chewing and the roaring. That's pretty fun. So, I think I've thoroughly demonstrated the roaring and the burping part of this. Let's go ahead and do a couple comparisons to some Blue figures that came before it. I mentioned earlier, this is very comparable to the Primal Pal Blue, which came out, I think, in 2019. A pretty fun toy, a lot more realistic proportions. It's got these cool, clear eyes, too. It sort of had this feature where the whole body kind of pivots on its legs and kind of... So it had this sort of mechanical feature where it, again, like gyrates and snaps and claws. A little bit different than this dynamic roaring feature that this guy has, right? But yeah, I mean, proportionally, this one's a little bit more realistic, but still stylized. Everything else is basically the same. You have the dark gray claws. You have the right color plastic. I guess this one doesn't have the lower painted jaw, which kind of helps offset his face a little bit. I did notice this one has a little bit of a white outline around the blue stripe, whereas this one does not have that, which is kind of signature to Blue, but probably a economical measure they made. Also, we have this guy, this uncaged Blue, right? This one came out during Dominion. This one's pretty fun. I love that it's kind of like pseudo animatronic. think it walks too. I just can't remember how to make it walk. Maybe I pet it? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't want to walk. I can't remember how to do it either. Isn't it something with do I hit it a couple times? Oh, there we go. You got to pet its chin. I remember now. So he'll go around and walk around. So it's kind of funny though. These all have different roars. So all different in their own right. I noticed this one's got the white on his blue stripe too. Otherwise, it's got the same painted claws and all that stuff. So they're all very clearly meant to be the same character, right? Just totally different styles. And really, I think it's a matter of preference over which one you prefer. I love this one for his nice proportions. I like this guy's little slit of his eye he has, makes him look a little bit more like an animal. But something about this new one I really like too. I mean, for the Mega Roar Blue, I think it really is this crispy detail of the scales that makes him look a little bit more alive, a little bit more realistic. But also, I think that fun long, I think that roar makes it really fun too. And the fact that it's procedural or sort of dynamic with how much you open the mouth too is really fun. And of course, we can't forget about the nice long burp, right? I think that's probably what a lot of kids are going to have fun with this Mega Roar Blue, is that burping feature with this little piece of meat. But yeah, kind of a fun toy. Again, available on Amazon right now. I'll put the link in the caption if you're interested in getting one for yourself. But yeah, definitely digging this one. So Mattel did a great job. I'd just like to see a few more dinosaur species with this treatment. T-Rex, another raptor, maybe a herbivore, something fun like that. But I think that's all I got to say about this one. Again, I'm Tim with Collect Jurassic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.